Hey, what's up? Good evening to all you wrestling fans on the Godfather Soul, just a little swimming. And there's my good friend on a podcast, and I'm friend, or at least friends with on Facebook group in the wrestling group. Used to say to me, I dance like Chubby Checker, dance like dress up like Chubby Checker, sing like Lionel Richie, dance like James Brown, and I like to get in that hot tub. Then that hot tub gonna make me dry, gonna make me sweat. Ow! That's what he always say. God rest his soul. I miss him. Well, looks like we got a terrible show. Like we had a terrible show tonight. AEW. Name of this show is called my review topic is called Excruciating and Exhausting in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, the hometown of Bret the Hitman Hart. Terrible, terrible show. I got a lot to say about tonight. But before I open up the show tonight, I'm going to open up my show with this #1 hit single from 1984. The name of the song is called Say It Isn't So. #1 hit single song by rock and soul duo Hall & Oates, one of my favorites, one of the best musicians of all time, legendary. So stick around, I'll be right back. Here is the Say It On So, #1 hit single by Hall & Oates from 1983. Stick around, I'll be right back. Yep. Say it isn't so. By Daryl Hall and John Oates. Number one hit single from 1983. Big number one hit single. So, well, like I said, welcome to my little show, all of you. My review for tonight's AEW Dynamite. It was a terrible, terrible show. Name of my topic is called Embarrassing. Wait, Excruciating and Exhausting in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, the hometown of Bret the Hitman Hart. Oh boy. AEW is really up in shit creek now, aren't they? They are really up in shit creek. Oh boy. What have they done to Bret Hart's hometown, man? What have they done? What they have done to the Hitman's hometown. Embarrassing, wasn't it? Very embarrassing. Okay. Hold on 1 second. What a disaster this show was tonight. Real fucking disaster. I'll be damned. Very damned. Let's see. Trying to figure out where. Okay. Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Let's see. They opened with Edge, Adam Copeland, better known as Edge in WWE. And he is asked about how he is tackling his AEW TNT Championship match against Brody King. Copeland says he's not been feeling very well, but he knows he needs to end things with the House of Black, revealing that tonight's title match will have no disqualifications, promising to give Malachi Black the fight he wants. The show's opening, and Pyro brings us to ringside as Orange Cassidy makes his way to the ring for our opening match of the night. Out next is Trent Beretta, looking finally to sell things with his former best friend as this match gets underway. The two charge at each other, trading blows before Trent slides out of the ring for safety, only to get dropped out with a dive from Cassidy. Cassidy continues the attack, slamming Trent against the barricade. And then, the ring post, Trent starts fighting back, taking Cassidy down with a lariat, follows up with some mounted pit punches wearing orange down as the crowd gets into Trent Beretta. Trent takes Cassidy to the barricade before sending him to the opposite side, but Orange recovers, landing on his feet and putting his hands on his pockets and as Trent Beretta approaches. Cassidy evades an attack from Trent before taking him up through the crowd, driving his fist against Beretta's skull in the stands. Trent tries to turn things around, setting up for a suplex, but Cassidy reverses it. With Trent against the barricade, Orange goes for a clothesline only to get sent over flying. With a back body drop, Trent climbs onto the barricade, but is quickly swept off by Cassidy, who slides into the ring and goes for an orange punch on the returning Beretta. Trent evades it and going for a running knee, and hits at the same time as an orange punch, taking out both men to the canvas. As both are trying to recover in the ring, we see Don Callis walking down the Trent ramp to a wave of cheers from the crowd. Callis looks almost bemused by this as he heads to the ring. While we go to a picture-in-picture. Hold on a second. One second. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, Callis. Callis appears to be watching on from ringside, settling in a commentary as Trent and Cassidy make it back to their feet, only for Brad to go after his ex-buddy, sending Orange to the outside with the hard strike. Cassidy comes back into the ring, but it is dropped to the mat with a chop from Beretta, who brings Cassidy back up for some clubbing forearms. Cassidy tries to beach break, but he gets reversed into a pile driver attempt by Trent before Orange fights out and hits a kick to his chest while we return from a break. Both men make it to their feet, trading strikes until Orange gets sent on one knee. Trent goes for a suplex, but Cassidy reverses, hitting the ropes for a DDT that drops Beretta down hard to the mat. Cassidy sends Trent for a series of kicks that increase the intensity for swarming with the Beretta mounted punches. Cassidy sets up for an orange punch, but is caught with a half suplex by Trent. He gets back up for a short arm lariat to take Orange down to the canvas once again. Trent hits a jumping pile driver, but he is not done as he starts running down Cassidy before bringing him back up for another pile driver. Trent heads to the corner, mocking a hug request before hitting Cassidy with a knee strike. He tells the ref to ask Orange if he's done, distracting him long enough to rip off another turnbuckle corner. But the ref catches him, admonishing him while Cassidy sneakily rips the cover off the opposite turnbuckle as Cassidy drives Trent into it, rolling up for the pin and the win. And the winner is Orange Cassidy. The ref raises Cassidy's arm on the outside, but Trent blindsides him. He goes after Orange's eyes before setting up the steps on the outside, bringing Cassidy over to deliver a power driver onto the steps. The crowd is livid as Trent continues to the attack, driving Cassidy into the lower part of the apron. Cassidy crawls away as Trent grabs another weapon, but Orange has a chair to defend himself as Don rushes over to intervene. Chris Statlander also tries to get involved as officials try to break things up. Now get this from WrestleReview.com. He says, really good opening match. I really like the intensity both guys brought up considering the feud up to this point. Don Callis looking to get involved with Cassidy is an interesting story beat to see play out. He's right, but AEW Dynamite was just a shitty show tonight. Earlier tonight, the Elite arrived in the parking lot deciding to steal Tony Khan's parking spot as he's still working remotely from Jacksonville. Then we see a little video package. Kenny Omega made a return last week, reminding everyone he is still EVP before the New Elite attacked him. We cut to a promo from Jack Perry after last week's Dynamite, where he calls Kenny Omega a coward and that AEW and the Elite don't need him anymore. They're going to change the world without him, and they know what sacrifices need to be made, and Kenny made his. Now, to get this from WrestleReview.com, speaking of story beats, I'm honestly quite interested in seeing what happens with the Elite now that Kenny Omega has returned, even he's not competing at the moment. I think he has a point, but AEW Dynamite was just garbage. Then we go to a commercial break. Now we cut to see what appears to be in the hospital room where Kenny Omega addresses what went down last week. He was reminded last week that this is just business, realizing he has no business of his own to attend to. Omega says that May 26th marks the 5th anniversary of AEW's first pay-per-view, Double or Nothing, and announces Aranaki in the arena with no rules. The Elite will be facing Team AEW, and Omega announces the first two members of Team will be FTR, and the rest will come soon enough. Goodbye, moi, and good night, bang. Is this like this a little rip-off of WCW versus NWO here? I get this from WrestleReview.com. He says, Aranaki in the arena returns to AEW, Double or Nothing, with the Elite facing the Team AEW with FTR as the first two names are announced for that team. But the show tonight was just garbage. Bret Hart's hometown. No, wait. What am I saying? Wait. What am I saying? Bret Hart was born in Calgary. I'm sorry, Calgary, not Edmonton. What am I saying? Sorry. Back at the ringside, Tony Schiavone welcomes Serena Deeb to address her match at Double or Nothing for the AEW Women's Championship. Serena talks about her story about coming back into the business, recovering from a series of seizures. She suffered. I had a seizure too. I'm gonna be all right. From seizures to seizures she suffered that nearly sidelined her for her career for good. She did everything she could to understand why it happened, only understanding that a lot of times you don't know what causes seizures. Serena has a lot of time to reflect on her career, having a vision of what it would be like finally to become world champion. But the professor is interrupted by the arrival of Toni Storm. Tony runs down Serena's story, saying she is listening to a charity case, but Deeb tells the champ to take this seriously because she will fight for her life to become champion. Storm says she doesn't care at all about what Deeb has been through, leading a stare down between the two, where Storm tries to go for a cheap shot, only to be laid out by Serena. Deeb walks off as Luther helps the champion up, lifting her off the stage. I get this from WrestleView.com. This is what he said. Quite like that segment with Deeb and Storm, no clue if the result in doubt was on that Women's World Championship match. But this was a nice short build to it all the same. AEW Dynamite. But the show was still crappy tonight. Shitty. We go backstage looking for a medical update on Orange Cassidy, only for Rocky Romero to step in and say he's sorry about what's going down. He then reveals that Tony Khan has confirmed that a win over Jay tonight he means Cassidy. Ian Cassidy and a partner of their choosing can challenge for the United States Unified Trios Championship. Romero brings up mending fences with Trent, but Orange is having none of it, wishing Rocky the best of luck on the match. I get this from WrestleReview.com. He says the situation with Cassidy continues as Romero tries to repair a bridge they may have been too far burned. Curious to see how Romero/White goes later. Now back at ringside, Mariah May makes her way to the ring for our next match. Yeah, but the show, by the way, the show was still got crappy night. Back at ringside, Mariah May makes her way to the ring for our next match. Our next is Harley Cameron alongside Saraya, aka Paige from WWE. This match is underway. Mariah goes on the attack early, but is met with a bit of fight from Cameron, who sneaks a near fall in the process. There is an occasional weird cutaway from the ring as Cameron keeps on the attack, but May turns things around, sending Harley into a corner before scoring a near fall of her own. Harley hits the apron, but is pulled by the hair only to kick May down, sending her to the outside as we go to picture-in-picture. Cameron continues the attack on May, bringing her back into the ring as Saraya continues to get into it. With fans in the front row, Mariah wears Mariah down, but May starts to turn things around as we come back from the break. Both women end up on the mat now, slowly getting back up to their feet. Trey strikes before May sends Harley to the ropes for a powerbomb and near fall. May brings Cameron back to her feet, only to take a jawbreaker, but Mariah responds with a massive headbutt to take her down hard. May goes up to the top as Harley gets to her feet, only to take a missile dropkick from Mariah. Harley heads to the corner where May goes for a hip attack, but Saraya pulls her out of harm's way. May lays her out with a punch before heading back into the ring, where Harley catches her with a small package for a near fall, but May takes her down hard with the Mayday to get the pin and the win. Okay, yeah, Mariah May is the winner. Saraya, aka Paige, goes on the attack with Harley joining in before Marina Shirakawa runs down for the save. She embraces Mariah before calling her for champagne to celebrate. Some a little HLA, hot lesbian action again. Yeah, I get this from WrestleReview.com. Harley versus Mariah perhaps to be defined by weird cuts away from the ring, particularly with Saraya bringing the attention to the front row that aside. The story with Mina continues as intriguing at least. But AEW Dynamite was just a garbage, shitty ass show tonight. Now we on. We cut backstage where Pac addresses the return of Phoenix before he is interrupted by a Big Bang gang. White talks about going after Okada for a Continental Championship since Pac couldn't get it done in Dynasty. He jokes about Pac and his buddies hiding the halls before they walk off. Video package Black runs down Adam Copeland talking about making the the AEW TNT champion realize the man he really is. Malachi says he has to bring Copeland to the brink of death so that Adam can live again. Get this from WrestleReview.com. He says he liked that interaction with Pac and Jay White. I can appreciate the Switchblades returning focus to his back singles accolades. Also digging the House of Black stuff the past couple of weeks, looking to see what happens when Malachi and Copeland get eventually go at it. You might be right, but AEW Dynamite was just shitty tonight. Then we go to commercial break. Then we see a little video package. AEW started nearly 5 years ago, and this package highlights the vision of the EVPs, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. We cut backstage where the Young Bucks gush over how good that promo package was, because wishing Swerve Strickland all the best as he heads out for our next segment. The AEW World Champion heads to the ring with a microphone looking angry as he addresses what went down last week, reminding us that Cage attacked the champ and stole a piece of his hair. Strickland says that when you're the champ, everyone wants a piece of you. Figuratively, quite literally sometimes. He runs down the paycheck before calling him out to the ring. Cage's music hits, bringing out the new number one contender, Patriotry. Cage runs down Edmonton talking about how the Oilers will be stomped in a couple of hours. Speaking of stomp, that was what happened to Swerve last week. People say it was disgusting to see Cage take on one of the champ's dreads, but every week Cage is interrupted by the crowd telling him to shut up. He is conducting his business every week when he's going to take a piece of the champ until he gets what he wants. Cage says that Swerve has been riding a wave of champion, but that will wave down at Double or Nothing. When the walls come crashing down around him, Strickland will look in the mirrors and see how the only good gold he will have left in his teeth unless he takes those down. Kill switch. Nick Wayne head to the ring until Swerve says he promised he wasn't coming alone, revealing the Mogul Embassy coming to his aid. Swerve talks about this being his second time this week from someone coming from up from the West Coast takes out someone from Toronto, egging Cage on to try and take his gold teeth in his title. Swerve continues to run the Cage down until Cage blindsides the champion, leading a beatdown from Mogul Embassy. Gates of Agony and Cage set the champ for a powerbomb as officials run to intervene. They're driven away from the embassy as they continue the attack. Cage yells to finish him off, with the group clearing off the announce desk and setting up the steps in front of it. Cage runs down Strickland before the gates of agony rise up to the steps, driving him through the announce table. Get this from WrestleReview.com. Hell of a segment here with Strickland and Cage. I've been wondering when the embassy would turn on their mogul. As we saw tonight, though, it was worth noting that Nana was not here to see it through, raising the question of where he stands. But AEW Dynamite was just shitty tonight. As we cut backstage where the Bucks applaud what went down before chatting with Cage about the beginnings of a very fruitful relationship. Bucks talk about keeping up the energy for our next segment as we cut to a commentary talking about what happened. Their desk is still broken before looking back at the AEW TBS Championship match last week on Rampage. Cut backstage once again where Willow confirms she is ready to face the challenger Mercedes Moné, aka Sasha Banks from WWE, at Double or Nothing. But the question is Mercedes ready? Last time they faced off in the wrestling ring, Willow was the victor. She has respect for Moné, but for all the attention the CEO likes to draw herself, in terms of wrestling, Willow is more than capable. Good promo from Willow Nightingale. This is from WrestleReview.com. Good promo from Willow Nightingale. I was at that New Japan match. I remember the emotion that the crowd felt at that night. And I can't wait to see Willow versus Mercedes at Double or Nothing. The show was really garbage tonight. Back at ringside, Jay White makes his way to the ring for our next match. Our next match is Rocky Romero, and this match is underway. Rocky fends off the early advantage from the switchblade, taking Jay to the outside briefly before the two end up packing in the ring, while White turns things around, grabbing control of the situation as we go to picture-in-picture. Jay continues to beat down Oscar, taking him for a ride with a half and half suplex for a near fall before sending Romero to the corner. Rocky tries to fight back, but is taken him down to the mat by the switchblade, keeping a tight wrist lock as we come from the break. Rocky tries to escape the hold, but White maintains control with his chin lock. Rocky finally manages to break free, taking the switchblade to at the outside where he drives him into the floor. Jay gets sent back into the ring, rising to his feet just as Rocky catches him with a crossbody for a near fall. Romero escapes the sleeper suplex for a near fall, but White catches him into the turnbuckle, only for Oscar to counter out a blade run for a near fall. Rocky keeps at it for taking him down with a sliced bread for another closed near fall. Second attempt gets caught with a high angle DDT from Jay, who hits the blade runner for a pin and the win. Winner is Jay White. Then bang bang gang attack from Romero after the match until Pac rushes down for the save or to go after the gang himself, either or. The trio escape his wrath as Pac runs them down from the ring. Now, I get this from WrestleReview.com. A fun, tightly contested match between Rocky Romero and Jay White here, with Switchblade picking up the win to prevent a future title shot. Pac's arrival here makes me realize we may see him teaming with Cassidy Romero in the future, and that will be interesting. But AEW Dynamite was just garbage. Samoa Joe talks about what it means to be a warrior, including a certain level of fear not being good enough, the fear of being what's left wanting, but Joe is not the warrior that fears. He sees what these men fear in the first place. Then we see a commercial break. Back at the ringside, Chris Jericho and Big Bill make their way into the ring for our next match with their opponents in the ring already before this match gets underway. Jericho and Jabari start off with Jabari getting a title shot. Jericho and Jabari start off with Jabari getting a little bit of offense before Jericho takes him down hard. Tag to Abbott, and Big Bill gets into it as well, taking him down with the Bossman Slam as Jabari gets back into his feet, only be nailed to the mat with a choke slam tag made to Jericho, who takes Abbott down with a Judas effect for the pin and the win. Jericho grabs a microphone after the match, saying it's great to be in here in Calgary. Edmonton cringes at the mistake as the crowd lets him have it. He talks about making mistakes and learning from him before giving it up for their opponents and to build into big build for how good he was tonight. He moves on to last week in the match, getting the best rating on Cage Match and hoping to have all the best for Hook after what went down at Dynasty. Tony Schiavone gets to the ring and to announce that Hook will be back next week on Dynamite, saying on Dynamite something Jericho tries to feign before being happy about, as he says they can celebrate together next week. I get this from WrestleReview.com. He says we all reach a point with wrestling where we are ready to see a storyline reach its conclusion ASAP. And to be honest, that's how I feel about this Learning Tree storyline. I'm hoping something good next week with Hook returning though. But AEW Dynamite was just garbage tonight. Then we'll go to a commercial break. Back from the ringside, Adam Copeland makes his way to the ring for our main event. After the TNT champion, the AEW TNT champion enters the ring, lights cut out, signaling the arrival of Brody King as he makes his way to the ramp. The lights cut out again, masking the path of King as he appears in the ring before this match gets underway. Copeland, Ed, aka Edge from WWE, tries to get the upper hand on King, but is taken down hard to Canavis instead. Copeland goes for a side headlock, but is sent to the ropes by Brody. Hammers the champ strikes before looking for a powerbomb that Copeland escapes from. Brody is on the apron as Adam goes for the ropes, but the champ gets hung up on the rope by King. Instead, we go to picture-in-picture. King continues to maintain control as he beats down the champion on the outside, sending him to the steps, and then the apron to wear the Radar Superstar down even before we come from a commercial break. Copeland gets set up on a chair against the barricade before Brody comes charging at the ramp. Champ, who narrowly escapes danger, forcing King to collide against the chair and the barricade instead. Copeland grabs the chair, taking advantage of the no disqualification stip as he swings away at the challenger. He grabs a second chair, setting it up on the apron before looking for a power driver, but Brody fights out of it. The two trade blows until Copeland catches King with a DDT, driving him into the chair on the apron. King falls to the floor as Copeland gets back to his feet. Sorry. The champ goes after Brody for some more before bringing him back into the ring, taking him down for a cover, but Brody kicks out. Copeland looks like a man possessed as he props a chair into the corner before going after another weapon to use against Brody King. He rises up before a massive lariat to the champ down the mat as we see Brody going after him again, but Copeland turns it around as we go to picture-in-picture. Copeland is using the piece of metal he grabbed before it aided damage on the crossface before King gets the ropes and Copeland breaks the hold, not because he needs to, because he goes to the outside for another weapon. He sees Brody getting back up after setting up the table. However, so Copeland climbs on the turnbuckle where the two trade strikes before Copeland gets sent to the floor. King brings him back into the ring, setting up for a suplex through the table, but Copeland fights back as we return from a break. Copeland brings Brody back into the ring, but the two go at it with lariats before taking each other down hard to the canavas. Both the men slowly make it back up, trading blows again as they rise to their feet. Copeland hoists King onto his shoulders, only to collapse, allowing Brody to get a near fall. Brody sets the champ up for a cannonball in the corner, going for the cover, but the champ kicks out this time. Brody takes Copeland up for a Ganzo bomb, but the champ counters with the reverse facebuster on King. Copeland heads to the corner before charging at Brody for a spear, but he gets caught by the challenger, who drops him down to the mat with a power driver instead. Copeland gets to the apron as Brody gets up, only to be hoisted up by the champ, who hits a Death Valley driver setting King onto the apron. Brody slowly gets back to his feet on the apron as Copeland hits the ropes, nailing the challenger with a spear that sends him through the table on the outside. Both men struggling to get back, eventually getting back into the ring, where Copeland hits King with another spear for the pin and the win. Winner is still the AEW TNT champion Adam Copeland, aka Edge from WWE. There will be no celebration for the champion, however, Brody goes back on the attack after the match is over. Kyle O'Reilly. O'Reilly Auto Parts. It's like doing that all the time, you know. A little jingle that Kyle O'Reilly Auto Parts thing, like that, like doing that. Kyle O'Reilly rushes down for the save, but laying in some quick strikes that allows Copeland to get back up before they can run Brody out of the ring. I'll say, all right, this is from WrestleReview.com. He says, awesome main event between Brody King and Adam Copeland. Brutal stuff throughout, leading into the House of Black, trying to bring out the darker side of the AEW TNT Championship, who ends up retaining. We cut backstage, where Mercedes Moné, aka Sasha Banks, talks about being ready for Double or Nothing, and how she will be in the gym training when she isn't out, and prompting about promoting AEW. She then addresses at the time she feels Willow took from her, saying she had to think about things while she was out of action, but assures that she is ready to take on Willow, and that the champ should enjoy what time she has left with the TBS Championship, because Moné changes everything. Money, 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 money. Money. Money, 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 money. I get this from WrestleReview.com. He says, I am very thankful that Mercedes changed up enough of her promo this week to make it interesting. The build to this has been kind of up and down. I'm still eager this match to come Double or Nothing 2024. We cut elsewhere backstage where Adam Copeland, aka Edge, is given kudos for retaining AEW TNT Championship before Kyle O'Reilly. O'Reilly Auto Parts calls for a shot for the title. The title match is made official Collision, and it's the two shake hands. I get this from WrestleReview.com. Nice little bit backstage between Copeland and O'Reilly. Set up the AEW TNT title match for Collision. Looking forward to that on Saturday. Might have a point, but the show was garbage tonight. We head to ringside where the Elite addresses the overrun they have since they They have since they have an announcement of their own to make. Okada delivers a message to Kenny Omega, mockingly telling him he hopes Omega gets well soon. Matthew then addresses Tony Khan, saying the president got in their way, leading the match to the EVP, leading to what happened a couple weeks ago. He gave TK a TK driver and an EVP, and Kenny Omega got an EVP trigger. That's disgusting. Presidents come, that's disgusting. They should be ashamed of themselves. Nicholas then runs the FTR down, runs down FTR, saying if it's anarchy in the arena they want, it's anarchy in the arena they're going to get. He says the Elite runs this show, but FTR's music as they head out revealed that they found a couple guys to help out. Eddie Kingston's music hits, bring out the Mad King to a pop, and Bryan Danielson's music hits, really driving the crowd nuts as the American Dragon steps out alongside Team AEW. The four-man rush down the ramp, staring down the Elite. Matthew tells them not to lay one finger on them, and chaos ensues as all 8 men go at it. Officials and security rush down to break up the violence as Dynamite comes to a close. I get this from WrestlingReview.com as we hit the big closing moment of the show with the Elite running their mouths until the rest of Team AEW is revealed. I'm a sucker for just about anything else, anything Eddie Kingston does, and seeing him run and Daniel Bryan align with ATR is a fun dynamic. And I get this from another one from WrestlingReview.com. Overall, this was a solid episode, very solid episode of AEW with some really good build, double or nothing. A couple of minor misses on the matches, but I can see at least appreciate how still work toward the developing angles going to AEW's big anniversary pay-per-view. I disagree. This was a terrible, terrible show. Thumbs down. Thumbs down. This was excruciating and exhausting in Edmonton. The show was just garbage tonight. Those are my thoughts about tonight's AEW. Now you know what it's time for? I tell you all what it's time for. It is time for something I like to do. It is called I'll tell you what it's time for. It's time for Justin's time capsule. Looking back at all the history, wrestling history, pop culture, and the birthdays. Yep. Let's go back in time, shall we? Let's start things off with yesterday's birthdays and yesterday's pop culture in wrestling history. Let's see. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, everybody. Okay, 1984, May the 7th, we lost wrestling. We lost Max Palmer, died of heart failure. He was a wrestler. He was Max Ayton Palmer. They're known as ring name Max Palmer. He died of a heart failure. He's from NWA. He was known as his ring name Paul Bunyan as well. And see, in May the 7th, yesterday was a happy birthday to WWE Hall of Famer Bret Hart, the brother of Bret the Hitman Hart, the father of the late Stu Hart. And yesterday was a happy birthday to Tonga Leoa on the Bloodline. Made his debut. Made his made his debut at Backlash France last Saturday. The brother of I think it was the brother of Tama Tonga and the father of he's the brother of Tama Tonga, who's the son of Haku. And Tama Leo is also the son of Haku, WWE Hall of Famer. Yesterday, birthday movies. Let's see, New York Minute was released in 1980. Was New York Minute in 2004, May the 7th. A couple of movies released in theaters nationwide. New York Minute starring the Olsen twins, Mary-Kate and Ashley, and the Eugene Levy Funny Man. Super Size Me documentary, and Van Helsing starring Hugh Jackman. In wrestling history, yesterday on May May the 7th, on WWF Superstars. See, goes to the qualifying match. King of Ring qualifying match. IRS versus Scott Steiner. The King of Ring qualifying match. IRS versus Scott Steiner. I think it was a no. I think this match was a disqualification. And then on WCW Saturday night, May the 7th, 1994, See, May the 7th, 1994. Johnny B. Bad. See, Johnny B. Bad defeated Ron Vegas. Bunkhouse Buck defeated Al Phillips. Arn Anderson defeated Bad Brown Armstrong. And WCW United States Champion Sonny Steve Austin, no, Stone Cold Steve Austin defeated American Dream Dusty Rhodes. Natural Dusty Rhodes, known as Goldust WWE. And today, May the 8th, on WCW Wrestling Challenge. So hold on a second, wait. Okay, wait, hold on. Wrestling birthdays today. Today is a happy 34th birthday to E.O. Sky from Damage Control. Today's a happy 39th birthday to Tommaso Ciampa. And let's see what else. And on this day, what is her? See, see what I'm trying to see. Trying to see what else. Yeah, on this day in 2004. On this day, on this day in 1994, on WWF Wrestling Challenge, the Heavenly Bodies faced off. Wait, hold on. Let's see. Okay, Virgil defeats Barry Horowitz. Bam Bam Bigelow defeated Mike Corey. The Heavenly Bodies defeated Bushwhackers. And Doink the Clown with Dink defeated Barry Barry Hardy. Now this day in 2004 on WWE Velocity. But there's some other pop culture on 1994. ABC aired a miniseries called Stephen King's Last Strong Best Novel starring Gary Sinise and Molly Ringwald with an all-star cast. It was an ABC miniseries, made-for-TV miniseries called Stephen King's Last Strand based on a novel. 2004 on WWE Velocity. Mark Jindrak pinned Sky Tuhati with the mark of excellence. Orlando Jordan defeated Akil with a blackout. Spike Dudley defeated Jamie Noble. WWE Tag Team Champions Charlie Haas and Rico defeated Billy Kidman and Paul London. When Haas had pinned London with a giant German suplex into a bridge at 6:57 after Kiss London. It was funny. Okay, now let's see on the Thursday Night Wars on WWE on Thursday Night Wars between NXT, WWE NXT, and Impact Wrestling. Start with NXT. Eric Young is brought up by MVP and brings out his next opponent for the AEW for the TNA title. He tries to reveal his next opponent for the TNA title at Slammiversary. What happened was this: AEW MVP knocks out Eric Young and attacks him. And it was revealed that he will be facing Eric Young at Slammiversary, turning heel in the process. Then we go to WWE NXT. What happened was there was a little 20-man battle royal. It was a 20-man battle royal. It's a three-way draw. Tyson Kidd eliminated Bo Dallas, and it came down to Kidd, Sami Zayn, and Tyler Breeze. All main entrants hit the floor at the same time. But Triple H comes out. WWE CEO Triple H comes out to sell this dispute among the three superstars who try to claim victory. Also called claim victory. And then Charlotte with Sasha Banks with Emma and Sasha Banks defeated Emma in the 2014 NXT Women's Championship Tournament in quarterfinal. LL Cole and Kalisto defeated the Legionnaires Marcus Lewis and Sylvester Lakeford. Marshall defeated Captain Comet. Alexa Bliss defeated Alicia Fox in the 2014 NXT Women's Championship match, quarterfinal match. And that's it. That's it. My little review about tonight's AEW Dynamite. Excruciating and Exhausting in Edmonton. My little time capsule history of all the history and pro wrestling, birthdays and stuff. So subscribe to me, Godfather Soldier Swimming. Before I leave tonight, I'll close out the show with a little song, a little #1 hit single from 1984. The name of the song is called The Reflex by Duran Duran. So, here it is to close out the show. As I say to all of you, good night. So y'all can subscribe to me, Godfather Soul, just a little swimming. Hit like, make a comment on my video. And do anything for all of you. I can discuss wrestling, tell jokes, and entertain all of you. Talk about wrestling anytime. Subscribe to the Golf Service News 20. Hope you have a good night. Mind your peace. Here's this number one hit single, 1984, called Reflex by 80s pop rock group. The 80s new by English new wave pop group, new wave group, Duran Duran. Here it is. Hold up, shut up. Hold on a second, hold on. Here it is. Reflex by Duran Duran. The reflex is a lonely time. The reflex. Yep, The Reflex by Duran Duran. And good night, everybody. I'm out of here. Peace.